Today we're going to be talking about trust jacking, an issue that affects iOS devices like iPhones and iPads. But first, my name is Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly. If you're an iPhone user like me, and you have one of these things, or you have an iPad, then trust jacking might be an issue for you. And while there are vulnerabilities for all phones like Android similar to this, iPhone and iPad users do have to pay special attention when it comes to connecting their favorite devices to machines they do not own or control. For example, and we're going to have to build this up so a lot of you understand what trust jacking is. If you are running low on battery and you want to charge your iPhone or iPad using a friend's laptop, you might be compelled to click the trust button on the prompt, specially designed by Apple to prevent this kind of issue by actually giving you the choice of whether or not you should trust that computer or not. Some people seem to think that you have to click trust in order for the phone to charge. You absolutely don't have to. You can click don't trust and the phone will charge. They just won't have the same access to the information they would have if you click trust. What happens if you click trust? Well, first of all, as it's physically connected to the computer, they can actually download all the pictures, delete them if they wanted to, and of course, they can open iTunes, sync your phone into the computer, enable wifi-sync, and basically do whatever they want to your phone as long as it's connected. That's how trust jacking starts. You click trust to a device that is not necessarily under your control, and they can start picking and choosing the information they want or just collecting all of it. And as long as that computer and your phone are in the same network, they can continue to do that. Now, the problem is not necessarily your friend's laptop. The problem is that there are computers out there the size of credit cards masquerading as USB charging ports that you might be compelled to click trust just because it asked you. And as long as they're connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot that your phone is connected to, you might actually have some issues. Now, what ends up happening is that very same thing. They have access to the pictures, your text messages, all of your files. They can enable Wi-Fi sync, and that means that they can access all of your information, not in just that time and space that occurs, but every time that you show up in that Wi-Fi hotspot. Meaning if there are places out there that you have basically been pwned, you will be repeatedly pwned until you stop this problem from ever occurring ever again. And if you want to know if you've been actually pwned in this way by the trust jacking issue, you go under settings, general, and then Wi-Fi sync. You will see the last device you have synced to and when. If it's a device you know, then you might be safe. There's no guarantee. But if it isn't, you've basically been trust jacked. Now, how to mitigate and basically solve this issue? Well, you have to pay attention from now on. If you are going to charge your phone, I suggest something like I do where you use a power-only cable. I have a power-only mini USB cable that has an adapter to lightning on the end. No data can go through the cable. I can't be pwned in this way because I can't actually click trust because it doesn't even know there's a computer there. Meaning that if I connect into a computer masquerading as a USB charging port, there's no actual problem. The other way is just not clicking trust. Like I said, you don't have to click trust in order for your phone to charge. And of course, if you really want to be sure, you go to settings, general, reset, then reset location and privacy. I know it's going to be a lot of work, though it won't, in order for you to trust every computer that you should be trusting, like your desktop or laptop where you actually are supposed to be syncing your iPhone. But at least then, you know that nobody else has access to your information, even if you go back into the same network that you have been pwned. Meaning that, at least then, they're no longer capable of collecting any future information. And as long as you are now paying attention and clicking do not trust instead of trust, this will never happen to you again. Like this episode if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those that you think can benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com or go to my website, tqaweekly.com for everything else. And if you want to make this show better, go to patreon.com/TQAweekly and become a patron today. Patrons get these episodes 24 to 48 hours in advance of everyone else. Thank you for watching and goodbye.